right, let's take a look at this Coruscant guard, and I cannot tell you I'm excited about this. The figure, so nice. I bought it twice. Just saying. So Coruscant guard here, guys. You guys know I am a huge Clone Wars fan, and I bought a whole bunch of clone troopers to add to the collection. So here we go. Here's our Coruscant guard right here, our shock trooper, if you will. And the photo on the box looks good. That appears to be a photo of the actual figure, so that's pretty cool. Down in the bottom, we get some nice yellow for some Clone Wars action going on. Coruscant guard TMS 025. Another little shock trooper going right there. And on the side, we get a little wraparound. On the back, you got all the whodunits, and on the other side, you've got the actual figure. It does come with a insert, which looks like this. So we got a couple Coruscant guards here, and getting ready to take on old Darth Maul action, and maybe protecting the Emperor. I don't know. We'll see. But these guys look really good. So enough about the box. You guys aren't here to see boxes. Let's get that out of the way and break into some actual figures. So this is how it's going to come straight out of the box, in addition to a nice little tray of hands, which we'll take a look at in a second. But this right here, I can tell you, I've removed the plastic off of this thing. This is what I wanted out of a Coruscant guard, and I only bought two, and we'll talk more about that in a little bit, but I bought two. And by say only, I mean I'm probably not done yet. Just throwing that out there, because the first impressions of this actual figure are insane. Absolutely insane. And so I'm super excited about it. But anyways, let's go ahead and get these accessories out of here. We've got a normal DC-15 blaster right here. This is probably going to have the same issue as the previous ones, where the stock comes down, and yep, same like the 501st, that won't go around, so that kind of is a bummer. And also, they should have, this is the same, it's all with the 501st Deluxe. This peg right here gets loose, and this just wants to hang based on gravity. Right now, it's good. But at some point, my 501st, one of them at least, I'd add some blue tack right there to get that to stay up, because it just, gravity defeats it. But we've seen this before, not a whole lot going on here. Nice stippling in here. I imagine that the hands, once again, are not going to be large enough for this stocks right here. They're just too wide, so that's going to be a pain to deal with. I can already pretty much tell you that. But regardless, there we go. And then we get our long rifle, which again looks amazing. No issues whatsoever with this. This is going to be a repeat of what we saw for the 501st. Nice little wash. If you guys didn't see the 501st video, go back and check it out on the channel. And spoiler, Sideshow just shipped me a case of 6 of those guys, which puts me up to 8. And I still got a couple more to track down for the collection. So when that gets here, we'll show that video unboxing. If you guys are interested in seeing me unbox 6 more Clone Troopers, we'll see. If you are, just let me know in the comment section. But there's our long rifle there. Then we've got the shock, I guess, rod of power. This thing is actually pretty nice. There's not a whole lot of weathering. There's not a whole lot going on here. It's nicely done, but I would say weathering, not so much on the paint applications. Not a whole lot going on. There's some nice, if you see it where the light bounces off, right in here, you can see like there's some nice texture in there where they might hold it or whatever. But there's that. So there is some effects that go on the ends of this, which we'll break out here in just a second. But while we're here, let's take a look at the Trooper, because honestly, this guy right here is just glorious, absolutely glorious. And I do have the Incinerator Trooper. I was like Incinerator Trooper from The Mandalorian. I do have the Imperial Shock Trooper, which we'll break out, and we'll do a comparison on these guys. But this right here looks fantastic. To go along with, I guess I could show you this while I've got this here. To go along with this, which is my my Shock Trooper bucket that I've got. So I've had this. I found this at a comic shop years ago, and they're going to look pretty good together. This is more white. This has got a little bit more yellowing on it, but this is a custom bucket. There's nothing on the inside. I need to get some padding for it, and I got to fix this little piece of mesh that came off. But yeah, pretty cool to have that anyways in the display. Enough about that. Let's get back to this. This guy looks fantastic. Nice weathering going throughout. And it's not a solid white. This is more of an off-white, dirty, You know, this guy's been through some battles. He's fought some people. He's whatever, and it looks fantastic. The red, I think, is a great shade of red. I love the markings on it on the side. You got some nice little blue markings on the jaw right here, and you've got the red and all the chips and everything, even on the top. This is gorgeous. I'm kind of kicking myself for only getting 2, but we're probably going to double that and end up with 4. I think that's going to be the game plan. One thing I have noticed with the Hot Toys clones is you look right in here. You see this gap right here, this gap right here? I constantly have to push this down. So that's a thing posing wise. It wants to ride up, and that's kind of unfortunate, but I keep having to push that down, and it runs into like the belt or whatever. So this belt right here is a separate piece, but it's really pretty tight. Shoulder wise, no ratchets. What? No ratchets. It was a small, tiny ratchet. You can feel it in the elbow. And I think we can get some more bend out of that elbow if we get this armor piece out of the way, just like we did with the 501st. These are on elastic bands, so no issues there. This, yeah. Nice little rotation. I was surprised with that, with the rotation of the 501st. But these look like to be the same way. And if you look at just normal stormtroopers, they don't have that kind of rotation. But having these different pieces, like there's a separate cod piece, you got the torso piece, and then the upper piece right here, all separate pieces, and they move independently, which is very, very nice. You can see the red weathering going on the chest plate, the belts, all got these nice scratches and dark pieces on there. So, and these are, since I did get 2 of them, they are painted or weathered exactly the same. They're printed exactly the same on the armor. So I guess if I was feeling ambitious, maybe I would go add extra weathering to differentiate these between each other. And that might be something I actually do with my 501st whenever they arrive, all of them. So there's that. But I think these are freaking glorious. The thigh armor going down here to the side, nice little red swatches and everything. And then the red shin, the red boots. Nice little ankle articulation. No hip ratchets. I saw some people complaining about the hip ratchet on the 501st. I generally don't understand why. I mean, I'm good with this. This is fine. But the ratchet on the other ones, I really didn't mind at all. I mean, that's pretty ridiculous for a trooper. There is a slight ratchet on the knee. But yeah, I don't, it is a double bend knee. Again, you're going to have armor in the way. I don't understand there's a ratchet there, but not out to the side. I don't know. I guess some people didn't like that, but just, I'm good either way. Doesn't matter to me. Ball joint, head and do whatever you want with that. This is freaking gorgeous. Love this thing, man. Love it. If you guys haven't picked one of these up, I would highly encourage you to do that. And I've been told by my people that this was an extremely limited run. They only did 1 batch of the Coruscant guards, which kind of makes me want to jump ahead and go ahead and get the other 2 that I'm wanting. Go ahead and get orders in for those. So we're probably going to go ahead and make that happen sooner rather than later. This is going to be something that would be awesome with your Emperor Palpatine, with your Tarkin, with your Bad Batch figures eventually, with your Darth Maul Clone Wars figures that we're going to get at some point with that sarcophagus that they're giving us with that, which is essentially a cardboard box. But I think a couple of these is going to be good. So there's that. So the hands you get some hands. Let's go ahead and open this thing up. If I can do so without making too much noise. We're going to get a couple little different hands. The hands are nice. We've seen them. We've got gripping hands for the staff. We've got blaster holding hands. We've got just an open gesturing hand. The paint applications are pretty much similar on all of them. It's pretty white with a nice pitting and some scuffs on random pieces. And then just pretty much just black gloves. What do you do when you're battling 2 Geonosis battle droids? Well, you break out your electro staff and you just demolish them. That's what you do. So here we go, guys. I've got this little Geonosis battle droid right here being demolished by 1 Coruscant guard, which I think that looks pretty sweet. Nice little dio section right there. And then, of course, his brother's backing him up back here in the back where he's got his DC-15 over there and another electro staff. But this one happens to be penetrating over there. has to be penetrating that particular battle droid. So that looks pretty sweet as well. So lots of fun posing options with these guys. You can tell that these are going to be a lot of fun to mess around with. Obviously, I've got a pile of clones and I've got a whole lot more coming in. So I haven't had any issues with the hands like popping off due to posing just yet. It is a little bit of a chore to get those elbow armor units out of the way to get the double bend out of it, but it will do it if you're patient enough. But these guys look awesome. So I'm you guys got to let me in the comment section below. Should I get 2 more? All right, so I just watched the movies that made us, the Forrest Gump thing. So I'm going to steal one. Poses are like a box of chocolates. You never know when they're going to fall down. So that's all I got. So here we go. This guy right here is on the verge of just falling down because I've got him on this one, pretty much all the weight on that one foot, and that back ankle right there is just kind of supporting it. I fully expect him to fall down. If you saw my recent Mysterio video, then you know what I'm talking about. But this pose right here, I think looks pretty good. Gives you an idea what you can do with these guys. I think a lot of fun can be had, honestly, with these figures. So I do have this guy right here. Just this is probably the most basic pose you could ever throw any trooper in. You've got a blaster in one hand, some kind of signaling hand with the other, widespread stance, and he's looking down to wherever the heck he's pointing. So that's pretty simple. This one right here is a little bit more advanced, just simply due to the balance. So if I had him on a display stand that would support him, it would be absolutely no problem whatsoever. But I try not to use those when I don't really have to. So after a few minutes of messing with it, I was able to get him here. Having so much fun posing clones, guys. Look, I'm just going to show you this. Look, these are clones. So many. There's I have clones everywhere. So there's more clone videos coming, I guess. So these guys, I think, are really fun. I think they look great. So just some more ideas for you guys for your clone section. And you guys can let me know what your thoughts are on this. And we'll do another pose. All right, guys, I've had to be completely honest with you. I'm not sure all the amount of time I spent setting this up will pay off in the end, but we'll see. We'll kind of see how it goes. So I broke out some other figures. So obviously we've got Anakin right here leading our 501st, which, yes, I do have 6 more 501st arriving on Thursday, I think, this week, something like that, from They Who Shall Not Be Named. We've got 6 of the 501st Deluxes coming. And this is from our Waxer and Boil 2-pack that I just recently got, and I do have an unboxing review of those coming up. But I figured since they were here in the room for that purpose, I would go ahead and add those to the collection. We got a little Skittles display going on right this second. I do have, I guess I can throw him in there. I do have Commander Cody here, if anybody's curious. But there goes that guy just fell over. But that's how it goes. Yeah. Anyways, so our 332nd up there, our Coruscant guard hanging out back here in the back. You can see kind of how the colors are mending together. And I think they look fantastic. That Coruscant guard really pops against the 501st or the 332nd, and then obviously our 212th here, and then we've got Cody here for the mix. I just didn't feel like posing Cody again. He does have his helmet here, by the way. So there you go. Anyways, curious color. There's a stark color difference between those guys. But back to the point of this entire video, which is these Coruscant guards. They look amazing. I would not pass on them. I think they're fantastic, and they're a limited run. They're not making a lot of these guys, so I'll definitely check them out. If you want to get one now instead of waiting, you can check them out at Pop Collectibles. They've got them in stock now. Super limited stock, guys. I cannot tell you how. I mean, we're talking like OG Shore Trooper numbers, limited stock on these Coruscant guards. If you want one, put it on the payment plan if you want to do that or whatever. But I think they look pretty stinking good, even with that guy who fell over in the back. So if you haven't already, guys, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done that, please do so. Like this video, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on this Coruscant guard. And yeah, I got a lot more videos coming. I've recorded probably 8 this weekend. So stay tuned. Collect what you like. See you next time.